own sound effects now. I don't even have music going today. Because this was so last minute. I was like, you know what? Just throw a stream on till my battery dies. We're at 47%. I could have, if I had been more prepared, I would have had the other phone ready. I could have been playing music on that one. I was ill prepared. They say that luck favors the prepared. Which is a good way of saying you're not going to get lucky necessarily. They're just ready for the opportunity when it comes. Think about it. If you're not ready to receive that once in a lifetime lucky opportunity, you won't be able to accept it. So like, you really want to buy a business, but you don't have any equity, you don't have any savings, you don't have any business plan, you don't know what kind of business or anything like that, and suddenly somebody's like, hey, I got this business for sale, like, I really want to buy a business, but I can't, I don't have anything for it. But if you had planned, if you had saved your money, if you had equity, if you had a business plan, if you knew what business you wanted to get to, you had all that stuff in your head and you were ready, and you were just, as soon as that opportunity came along, you would get it, and somebody come along and say, hey, I got this business, you're like, yes, I want to buy that business because I'm ready for that business. That's not luck. That's being prepared. When you get all the people that say things like, oh, he got lucky. You can get lucky. Luck had nothing to do with it. You got ready. I'm only saying these things because I'm teaching myself. So I find that I learn best when I teach others. If I say it out loud, I'll do this not just when I'm streaming, I'll do it when I'm driving down the road in my car, talking to myself just like I am now. Talking to myself as if I was teaching somebody else these lessons. So that's, teaching is the best way to learn. that word and like, oh, I should add that to my resume, or I should write that down and have it be a story for an interview or something like that. Other people are all upset. They're like, oh man, what, you don't like this job? No, not the job. Kind of is. I don't want to tell them that. But you know, it's not. I'm a dream gig, and if my dream gig ever came along and became available, I want to be ready for it. I want to be prepared. I'd hate for it to come along and for me to go, oh shit, I'm not ready for this right now in my life. Which I already do enough. Too much. There's a job right now available doing exactly what I do. Exactly what I do for the federal government in Wheeling, West Virginia. I'd love to move to Wheeling, West Virginia. Far north on West Virginia. It's right between Ohio. What the hell is that? It's between Ohio and what was that? Anyway, it's between Ohio and Pennsylvania. So, like, you're an hour from Pittsburgh, you're an hour from Columbus. So, I've never seen that before either. I have no idea what it is. You'd be an hour from Pittsburgh, an hour from Columbus, but you live in West Virginia where you're free. So you have all the amenities of those big, massive cities, and you're an hour away from them in the hills, and you're working a government job. Like, it's just such an ideal location if you want to live that kind of place. But I'm not prepared to move. I wonder if somebody gifted something? Was that like somebody gifted something? Is that an alert I'm not aware of? How do I look at my alerts? What's this? I don't. It's my stream manager, so okay. But I can't do anything on my stream manager. Would you want to move from New York? I figured upstate would be pretty chill. New York is awful. New York in its entirety is awful. Doesn't matter where you are, it's awful. You know, it's got good summertime weather. Got good touristy things to do around here. But the politics are the politics no matter where you're at. live in West Virginia. The only downside of West Virginia is the jobs. It's hard to have a good job in West Virginia. So when somebody says, hey, there's a government job making and doing what you make in West Virginia, you know, I can make the same amount of money in a place where the cost of living is lower, and I can live in the mountains of West Virginia. I would love to do that. I'm not prepared to do that. Alright, that piece is going to get set aside. Wait, I can't set this aside. Because there's nothing else to assemble except the other side. It has to be assembled with this. So this is going to go here. Just like so. No, I don't like this. Oh, we'll see how it looks once the top's on. There's my far right piece, there it is. Where would you live, Speedboat? Do you like Georgia so much you would just stay there? Georgia's pretty chill. I like it here. Tennessee would be cool living. I agree. Tennessee's getting a little expensive. Georgia's getting a little blue. There's only one state in the union single blue county in the last election, or the previous election, or the election before that. That would be West Virginia. There is something wrong with my eye. It's been twitching all day yesterday, twitching all day today. I gotta put a radius on this, so otherwise it's gonna look weird. I'm not gonna do it after the fact, which is really hard. Alright. Stream is on. Let's look in that way. What's up?
I gotta try to make this one.
You're gonna make it to town.
I try. I don't know if you want to go with me, but I got you streaming.
Not right now. What are you gonna get from me?
Is there really much on sale?
Are you gonna give me some V8s? Cause I don't have any.
You have a ton of them. I just gotta put them in there.
Oh, I can't even find them. I was gonna put
It's
them in.
because I ordered, like, remember I ordered them cheap and I had to find places for cases of them, so they're on the kitchen island.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a weird spot, but I had to find somewhere to put them. So, is there anything else you can think of?
Yeah. Will you grab all the stuff for the fence and transitions?
I was gonna ask you about, like, fencing stuff. I don't know if you want to try to get that started today.
I think I do. I'm testing it. I'm playing with the table saw. It works really well. It's a good table saw. So, I think it'll be good. And I think it'll help with the fence.
Alright,
You definitely need transitions though.
I gotta get silvers and stuff because we're not doing big dinner, but I gotta get stuff for that.
Oh.
Nothing on sale this week, so.
Nothing's on sale this week?
There's like no good meat sales or anything.
Not even Nonadina's Pizza?
Well, you can go get that later. They're not open Monday anyway, so we have substitutes for tonight.
Do we have to use the sub site?
I'm afraid because this stuff was frozen. So we froze it. I cooked it earlier this week. We don't have to, but. Why you really wanting Nonadina's?
Aren't you?
No.
Yeah, you were.
Depends on where we're at with the fence stuff, I guess.
With the fence stuff.
Yeah.
The pizza depends on the fence.
Yeah, like if we're in the middle of something, I'm not gonna go leave and get a pizza.
What?
I thought you wanted to get, like, start the fence stuff. Or you just want to get supplies.
Get supplies.
Oh, okay. Alright, well I still gotta go around and go to town and stuff, so.
Okay. Kinda, sort of, yeah. Yes, she does. And for a lot of the same reasons, but I think not as strongly as I do. I'd say she definitely has more roots here, which helps. And you'd think, that I would have roots here too because I grew up here, but to be completely honest, I don't. I have some family downstate, good family downstate. I've got two cousins up here that I rarely see. My grandmother's in Texas. I got an aunt in Texas. My mother, my father, my brother, two of my brothers, my sister are all in Tennessee. My sister's got two kids in Virginia. I got an uncle in Pennsylvania. I have an uncle in Florida. I have a whole side of my father's side of the family is all New York. I'd be very surprised if they've moved more than 30 miles from where they grew up, but they don't talk to us, and I don't talk to them, so. Are you gonna stain it or paint it when it's finished? I'm gonna stain it. I've got some stain kicking around somewhere that I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna try something too. This is pine, which doesn't typically stain well. It ends up being blotchy, but you can use this stuff. It's called a wood conditioner, and it helps keep it from getting blotchy. So I want to try that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this radius. You see I drew a radius right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to cut it roughly with this. And then I think I have a router bit that I can use to make it perfect. I'll do this down here. Can't see shit. That's the new-ish Harbor Freight brand. I say new-ish. Probably 5 or 6 years old, this brand now. But, decent brand. I've heard good things about Bauer. So my plan now, I have this, which is the exact radius. Right? And I clamp these together. Bada bing. Bada boom. This router bit, which has a bearing at the top, right? This bearing will ride along that piece and cut the piece beneath it. Mostly. I wish I had a bearing on the other side. Because that would be better. They do make those. You can get them. Okay. Well, I don't have one. So this is going to be still a challenge. Hi, Tim. Oh, goodness. That cat is vocal. What do you want? Alright. Yeah, it'd be a lot better if it was riding on the top. Or if I could do it from the bottom, but this is gonna get, this is gonna be in its own way. Damn. I think I need one with a bearing on the other side. It's not reversible, is it? No. Do it the old-fashioned way, I guess, with sandpaper. Did you let Tim in the house?
Oh, he just came in. What was on his head?
I don't know, he was screaming underneath the trailer.
I don't know. He's got something white and chunky on his head. I told Aubrey to clean him off.
understanding